I'm Ashlei DeSouza. Today we are at the Mill Westport, a brand new project here in Westport, Connecticut. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. Let's take a look. Welcome to another episode of Staged.
My name is Tiffany Fasone and I'm the owner of Voila Design Home. We're at the Mill in Westport, Connecticut. The first thing that came to my mind was the potential that the spaces had because they're all unique in their own way. Then it was to actually get the furniture in and see how we can make it function.
So let's start with the very modern duplex. This one I know is super modern and you wanted to make it soft and welcoming and inviting. So I love what you did with the colors and the textures. This alcove too, I know we really wanted to show that you have a place to sit and dine, but these were so smart.
Right.
To keep they just disappear.
Visually light, but still serve 4 people. You also have this enormous island for entertaining.
Yeah, I think the day-to-day people are gonna be, really at this big island.
Yeah.
Tell me about one of your favorite pieces.
I love the coffee tables so much. I love grouping them together because the space was a little bigger and we were able to make it feel like a big coffee table.
It does, it works together as one, but what's great is too, if someone's sitting here, everyone kind of has their own. You can kind of pull them apart and separate it and expand your living room and the use of it.
I feel like this space without furniture is very linear. We incorporated a lot of curvy items like the coffee tables, the stools, and I think it kind of balances out the straightness of everything.
Now with this other bedroom, being that you had the wall of windows to look into it, how was that when you were kind of trying to design the function of that room?
I think having the glass doors gives you flexibility because a bedroom's fine because the space can handle it. I think it could be used as a good den office area.
We have these big, beautiful sliding glass walls that really, as you say, can flex the use even like on demand, right?
Yeah.
But I love that we went ahead and made it a second bedroom. That's what a lot of people want to see. If I can at least put this huge bed in it and use it as that, I know I could also do 100 other uses.
I feel like this space is modern, but the furniture's transitional. You can make it feel different ways with different accessories.
All right, so I want to see the primary bedroom with you and talk more about all of the amazing furniture you were able to fit in here.
This bed is enormous. It's a king bed. I wanted the room to feel like substantial because it's the primary bedroom.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have the ability to have a giant bed if you wanted to. And the nightstands are really a big footprint, but they don't look big because they're clear, they're glass. Mix in some different styles. Don't be afraid of patterns, don't be afraid of color, but don't overdo it.
I also have to ask you, first of all, thank you for this because you completely changed my world in so many ways with this bedroom. You have no idea. Whenever I have a photographer come for a new listing, because we make all these beautiful marketing materials, I'm always like, what do I do with the bed? And you've done this amazing origami, like, it's beautiful from every side.
Instead of like just shoving everything in,
which is what I do.
The one side and tuck it under and then make an even flap with the corner. Then you're fine.
It's just so...
And you just have to like smooth it out all the way and then go to the other side.
All right, so this was the modern. Let's go check out the vintage.
Let's go.
Very different. Let's see it. So complete opposite of the modern. Here we are in the vintage residence. And this nice usable foyer, you really filled it.
Yeah.
And there's still a nice pathway. I love how the light's reflected on this brass. Nice color choice. So I know this was the reason we selected this residence to stage. We really needed your help.
Yeah, so we used like a lot of bold colors to bring the light in.
Yeah.
I don't want it to feel stark. So I think the color kind of just brings some dimension in. It helps make it feel more welcoming. You can make it a bedroom if you wanted to. It could be like a little TV room.
No, you can fit a lot in this space, and you're right, bringing in the color already brings in the idea of light without the window.
Texture. love this unit. The stone walls are so beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that when you're working with natural elements like stone and wood, you should keep the colors kind of natural. So we use some rusts and greens to pull from the wood and the stone, and the leather counter stools make it feel more modern too.
The modern, the transitional,
right.
the vintage. It's got,
Exactly.
you know,
It's got
again, to your point that you want to appeal to anybody who walks in. If they like one style or the other, it's still going to speak to them.
It has leather, it has linens, and
Yeah.
even like faux cowhide and woods, and
The round, the soft, very elegant. And then again, paired with like the masculine leather and it, you know.
the lines are kind of modern, but the textures are soft and cool.
And your mixed metals again.
Exactly, it's a thing. We like to use a lot of mixed metals because depending on what metal is being used for the finishes, we try to make it feel like anything can work in here, like you're not set on one metal color.
Really, really beautiful. And it just makes the whole space inviting and cozy. And this one is, again, one of the reasons that we wanted to do this unit was the dining area. So you really put a substantial table, but you, again, see through with the glass.
Exactly.
It kind of disappears, but shows without looking heavy.
The lighter colors are good in here because of the size of it. It's not too big, but the art on the back wall kind of gives you the length.
It makes it feel bigger by going bigger, which you would think would be the opposite.
I know, it works sometimes.
I love that you carried the color scheme through, even with the rust tufts. It's such an inviting room. I love the colors. It just feels so much bigger.
It's super cozy, and this bed is pretty substantial, and you can tell that a king bed would fit.
Easily.
The nightstands are really wide.
It's really beautiful. It's one of my favorite rooms. I think of the two. I don't know. Do you have a favorite?
I think I like this unit better. I love how this room kind of brings all the elements together. The wood, the gray, the soft textures and the patterns, and
it all looks so good with this vintage stone.
I know.
Right? It complements nicely. Embracing it, but also featuring it.
Right. When I first saw it, I was like, I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but then it just happened and it really looked really. When you design your own home and you want to make changes, I think stick with like good core pieces, because you can always switch out accessories. Whatever your space is, try to do something a little different, like go in a different direction.
Well, it's phenomenal. I'm so impressed that you took two very different apartments, two very different styles. You made them both feel like inviting homes that can really appeal to a lot of people.
Yes.
Within 2 weeks, we got offers on 2 of the 3.
My God.
So we picked the right ones to work with you on, because it really brought them to life for the buyer. So thank you.
Amazing.